Hi, I'm Don Van from SampleLibraryReview.com, and I'm very excited. Today we're taking a look at Uproar from Chocolate Audio. Now, the library is made up from phrases, loops from a one-of-a-kind ESP 8-string baritone guitar performed by Gianluigi Ferraro, a virtuoso. And he specialized in a specific style of metal with attitude, really bold, yet there's a lot of character. Uproar retails for $79 US. This is a special intro price at the time of filming. For $59 US, you can pick that up from chocolateaudio.com. Uproar downloads is about 1 gigabyte. It does require the full version of Contact 5.5.2 or higher. It's got a total of 1,300 some phrases. Uproar is the first instrument using the Choc-O-Matic series Contact scripted engine created by Chocolate Audio. Anyone who has been working with Contact with loops and phrases knows what a pain it can be. So as I dug into Uproar, it's very cool to see that Chocolate Audio has taken the time to set up this engine in a way you really are able to control your playback of your loops. You got some options for playing phrases back in different keys. And you're able to start or stop the phrases based on either the last place they had been playing, or at the beginning of the next bar immediately, or at any of the 6 other optional playback timing settings. Uproar is set up with 4 different phrases. It loads in to these 4 different slots. You get controls over whether you're going to use the microphone input or the DI input. Panning. You've also got you can change your default output. Right now it's set to stereo. You can mute, solo, and here you can control your volume. Everything that I checked, you can learn MIDI CC, which is great. For all of the Uproar guitar songs, you've got a low end guitar left and right, and then 2 kind of like high pitched lines or patterns. So right there you could tell I was playing some of the different keys. It took me a few minutes to kind of wrap my head around it, but basically this black keys, these are triggering different tonal values for your different phrases. You've got the low end in green, the second low ender here in blue, your additional in purple, and your second additional in red up top. The corresponding B notes here that are in this light orange, that is a mute, which is kind of nice. So you could use the one down here and that mutes everything. Or if you just want to mute individual playback. And the only thing to try to remember is that you're not actually just muting, you're stopping the playback. You could see up here on the mixer, you also have the ability to send and adjust your reverbs, the depth of your verb. That corresponds over here to your effects presets. You also have the ability to change some of the effects. think what we start to see here is that we can get quite a few different textures by running the guitars through the different effect presets, the sends there. Not to mention the DI, and I think I already showed this. We could send this out as separate stereo output and contact and run our own effects processing on it to get a completely different sound. On the pros, I think that the Choc-O-Matic is pretty well thought out here. I really like the playback of loops and the way that they've structured this. Another big pro, as we were talking about just now, is the ability to control the sounds through these effects. I like how you are dealing with it as effect sends. This is really great because each of these different playback phrases can kind of be sculpted into a whole new sound. Tones are great in the mic'd versions. They sound spot on for this style. Very good for score. As far as the cons go, I'm gonna have to say I wish we could have seen more songs. The only other con is we're restricted here on each of these songs to around 5 or 6 different keys to play them back in. Now, these may be the best keys for this instrument, for this 8-string guitar, but I think it would have been great if we could have mapped them all the way across. We got a full 12-step chromatic playback for the engine. Thanks for checking out the video. We'd love your support. Head over to Sample Library Reviews Patreon page. This is a place for both users and developers to help us continue to create videos like this for you.